guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Y'all, we are about to do something oh so fun. Stay tuned. Welcome, my friends, to my channel. I am so glad that you are choosing to spend some of your time with me. And in today's project, we're going to step back for just a moment and we're going to revisit those placemats. I know that I said that I was going to move away from the placemats for a while, and I am, but this little craft is just so stinking cute that I had to share it with you guys. And here is what I'm talking about. Aren't these just the cutest? I absolutely love how these turned out. Y'all, this idea was just swirling around in my head and I knew I had to go make it. Otherwise, it would just eat at me and drive me crazy. So bear with me on another placemat craft. This one, I know that you're going to love. It is so economical. Y'all, this really is a dollar craft because that's what it takes to make this whole project, including the use of the tape, as well as the screw that I'm using to close it. So I'm going to open this, and it simply opens by pulling this piece, and I'm going to show you exactly what we have on the inside. What we have is one of those Dollar Tree tearaway pads, and I think on this set you get 5 of these for $1. Then on this side I just used some scrap acetate and a cut apart, and y'all, that's it. That is all that we're doing to this. But look at how it ends up. And when you close it, you have something that looks like a beautiful purse. And I made one using that beautiful lemonade placemat. And it looks the same way on the inside. Y'all, it is such an easy process. And you end up with something that is oh so cute. So for those of you who might be doing craft fairs, or you have an Etsy shop or an online store, this would be a great little seller. Because like I said, for you, it should only cost about $1 to make this. But I can envision this being a very hot seller. So y'all know what time it is? It is time to make it. All right, guys, here is that up close look. Don't you just love these? I absolutely love how these turned out. They are little mini vinyl purses, and when you open them, what we have is a 3.5 by 5 inch notepad from the Dollar Tree. And then I just tucked an acetate pocket on the side. And in that pocket, I just put a little cut apart. So simple, so easy to make, but they are super, super stinking cute. I'm going to open this one so that you can see. And when I cut these out, guys, I was not worried about making sure that I had all the wording on these because that was not my goal. My goal was to make these sweet little vinyl purses to show the vibrancy of the graphics and to pick up some of the graphics. We don't have everything on these, but they are still stinking cute. So here is all that we're going to need to make these. We are going to need a piece of vinyl that measures 9 3/4 by 5 1/8. I have a piece of acetate that measures 2.5 by 3.5. This is optional. I have a cut apart that I have trimmed on the side. So this actually measures 2 7/8 by 4. And then I have that Dollar Tree notepad that is 3.5 by 5. Now these actually come 5 to a pack, so they're all stuck together and they all have their own individual chipboard backing, so you get 5 of these for $1. Oh, and then I have my strap and it measures 1/2 inch by 12. So I am about to blow your mind with how super simple this craft is. So I have my piece that measures 9 3/4 by 5 1/8. I am going to flip it over because I've found that it's easier for me to get good scoring when I do it on the opposite side. So I am going to score this at 3 5/8. Then I'm going to score at 3 7/8. Then I'll score at 7 1/2. And my last score will be at 7 3/4. So I am going to take my spatula and just give a good burnishing to those scores that I made. So then we're going to take our tape, put the tape on the back, and I am using tape. If you have something else that you want to use in the way of adhesives, that is completely up to you. I have found that my tape works well, so that is what I'm using. So I am going to peel away that backer. So I'm going to place it down, and when I do, I'm going to butt it against the score mark, but I don't want it on top of the score mark. So now I can take this and just wrap it around, and you'll notice that this time my fold over flap is actually coming this way instead of this way, and that was because when I did my scoring, I actually should have started scoring on this end if I wanted the flap coming this way. But it's no biggie because it's going to work out. So now that we have this, I am going to bring in my punch, and I have it set on the 1/8 inch setting, and I am going to punch a hole. And I am going to be using my rivets that have the screw head on them and then the round head. So what I'll do is I'll take the screw, push it through that hole, and then I can screw the top part on it. You can use Velcro, magnets, whatever you want to use on this. You don't have to have the screws, but it is what I wanted to use on mine, but it's not necessary that you have these. But if you do want to get them, I will have a link in the description box for the screws as well as the hole punch. So now I'm going to take this, bring it over, and I'm just going to press it down. And I'm pressing it down, and I hope that you can see that impression that it made. That's going to be my guide for punching. And this time, to punch the hole for the big head, I am going to move over from 1/8 to 3/16. And then I'm just going to take it, find that impression, and punch. Now I can take this and just bring it over the top. But I do want to take my finger blade, and I'm just going to angle in because I want this to have just a little angle coming in. So now when we put that on, you can see that we have that purse look. Now, one thing that I did want to point out, it's very easy to make this refillable. And the reason why it's easy is because when I use my tape on the inside, it will stay stuck as long as I want it to stay stuck. When I'm ready to remove this and replace it with another pad, all I have to do is very gently grab it and just start removing it, then add some tape to another pad and stick it down. So now that we have this, I am going to go ahead and place down my acetate. And I am going to use my 1/4 inch tape. I wish I had my 1/8 of an inch tape, but I don't. So I'm going to use my 1/4 inch tape. And I'm going to put that tape on 3 sides. I'm going to peel that away so I can put my next piece down. And then I'll put a strip going along the long end on one long side only. Peel away that tape backer. And now I'll take this and I am just going to place it down at the bottom. And I'm going to undo this for just a moment because it's easier for me to bring my big old spatula in and get this nice and stuck. So now I will replace my screw head. And I have my little cut apart that measures 2 3/4 by 4. I'm just going to tuck that in just like that. I'm not doing a whole lot to these, and I'm not adding a pin loop to this because I want to keep it very simple. So now I can just fold that over, close it. we're going to take that strap, and the strap measures 1/2 inch by 12. How we attach this is going to be so easy. I am just going to cut myself some strips, and I'm going to take one and I'm going to place it right at the bottom, and then I'll do the same thing on this end. Place it right at the bottom. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking my tape and I'm cutting my strips this way. And I'm doing this because when I get ready to cut the strips that I'll be putting on the back of the little purse, I know that they're going to be the same width as these, and that's how I will lock the two together. So I am going to take another piece of tape, and then I'll flip this over, and right at the top, I'm going to place it down. And then I'll take another piece, and I'll come over and I'll place it down. So you can see what I mean. These two pieces are even. These two pieces will place right on top of those, and they'll be even as well. So now I'll peel away my tape backers. And so looking at it from this direction, I'm going to take that colored piece and I'm going to match it to the tape that I have right there. And so I'm matching tape to tape, which is going to give me a very good stick. And then I'll take this and I'm just going to wrap it around, and I'll take that other piece and we will match it tape to tape. So you can see on the back, we have that cute little back. You could actually add some pearl dots or some gems to the back if you want, but I am going to keep it simple. So when you flip this over, this is what you're going to have, and this is how it's going to look. Isn't that adorable? You can even lock it on your wrist like that. So I have actually made 4 of these, and I'm just going to bring them in and show them to you because they're so addictive and they're so easy to make. I use 3.5 by 5 inch notepads, but if you have notepads that are 3 by 5, a 4 by 6, go ahead and use those. Just adjust your sizing, and you can make these in a variety of sizes. But look at how cute these are. This is a perfect craft fair item. So if you're planning on doing any type of craft fairs, this is one of those items that you might want to consider having on your table. And if you're interested in knowing my pricing philosophy on craft fairs, there is a video in the description box, and it will share a little bit of that pricing philosophy with you. I don't offer pricing assistance because we're all different. We're all at different levels of crafting. We're all different geographically, and what my market might bear might not be acceptable in another market. So if you're interested in craft fairs, check out that video because I think you'll find it pretty helpful. But guys, aren't these just so stinking cute? Yes, they are. So I hope that you have liked yet another vinyl placemat video. I know I said I was done, but I couldn't help myself. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.